My Celtics in 7 for the last one, but Miami versus New York.
I'd love to agree with Ben Stiller here, but I think Miami probably closes it out tonight. There's no way the Knicks win this series. I mean, there's just
Julius
no
Randle. I'm pretty sure Julius Randle the other day. Julius Randle suggested maybe that the Heat wanted more than them. In the
Oh,
press
does he think?
conference.
Is that what he thinks?
Well, I think they were asked. Someone
This
asked him. I don't remember how the
Rockets
question was
Celtics.
phrased, but the question was basically, "Why are the Heat beating you?" And
Because I am an all NBA player who crumbles into nothing once I get into the playoffs because my game doesn't translate well. And hopefully I can prove everybody wrong tonight like I did in game 2 in my first game of the series. But other than that, Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett look more like the Knicks' future than Julius Randle does. Trade Emmanuel Quick. I'd trade Emmanuel Quick.
I wonder if we'll see more Josh Hart, RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes lineups tonight with Mitchell Robinson at center. But they shortened the lineup. But I think the Heat win it here. But yeah, so somebody asked Randall like his thoughts why they're losing this, and Randall suggested the Heat wanted more than them. And I mean, the Heat are doing everything they need to do to beat the Knicks. They're playing the Knicks game and beating them at it. All right, going for loose turnovers, diving for rebounds, fast breaks, shooting the threes. You know what's the best part? The Heat know the Knicks aren't a good 3-point shooting team, so they're just leaving their 3-point shooters wide open and daring them to shoot threes and then clogging the paint. Saying you won't be able to score inside, but you can shoot as many threes as you like, but you won't.
I mean, it's tough. I even when it's not like the Heat have played a great series. I mean, a lot of these games they're not good. It's not good. This is the Knicks season. It's always like a close game with 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and then they choke it out. And sometimes you have Jalen Brunson be able to take it over, but in the playoffs, it's just not going to work. You're going to need some help. And guys like Emmanuel, I mean, the Knicks, the season's still successful. I think the theme here is the Knicks need to start with their trades, and I really don't think it's that crazy of an idea to get like a player like Mitchell Robinson and Emmanuel Quickly over to the Golden State Warriors in return for a player of Jordan Poole. But yeah, I think these guys are too young. Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, and it's fine. You got to the second round of the playoffs. You embarrassed the Cleveland Cavaliers. You weren't supposed to do that. They weren't projected to do that. You still finished with a 5 seed. But
listen to this. Okay, I know this is completely changing topics, and I think we're in agreement that the Heat will win here. But this kind of involves us. So ESPN, we both know ESPN's been losing money, right?
yeah.
Guess what ESPN announced today that they're not doing anymore? ESPN's NBA studio show, Countdown, will not broadcast on the road from game sites for the first time ever for the Western Conference Finals in at least over a decade as the network cut costs. They will only do studio show with Mike Greenberg, Stephen A. Smith, Michael Wilbon, and Jalen Rose for its pre, half, and post-game show, while TNT themselves will be on site for every game they cover.
Yeah, so you're just saying instead of going on site, they're staying in the studio.
Yeah, which like it doesn't mean a big thing, but like it kind of just ruins the whole purpose of those shows because like it's kind of like College Game Day. It's like if College Game Day just said, "Hey, to cut costs, we're not going to games anymore. We're just going to do it from the studio."
I didn't even notice that ESPN goes to the games.
It's not as like popular as like basketball or like in football because like there's no, I believe there's no, you look on football, there's a way to interact with the journalists, usually the ones when they do like the Amazon Prime show that you see at the end of the game where the fans are all like standing by the bleachers in front of the set. There it isn't really set up like that in basketball. I think they're like a lot more private, but it's definitely interesting to see. But it's just them being cheap. This is the quote, though, to go back. Julius Randle. Maybe they wanted more. I don't know. That's who we've been all year, and we got to find a way to step up and they make those plays if you want to keep this season alive. End quote, Randle. Rocket News. Shout out for putting that quote up. But yeah, that was the quote. I know it's not like him saying like they're better than us, but it's just saying we got to find a way. But like maybe he basically said maybe they wanted more.
I mean, I think he knows the answer to that question. Otherwise, they wouldn't be down 3-1.
I agree. Very much so. I contraire. Now let's move over to